Hey, what's up, y'all? It's your homeboy, whatever, man. Just coming at you real quick, making a quick video. I am out here smoking a aging room Quattro, Connecticut cigar. That's the other part of the wrapper that I already took off. It's a beautiful day in Columbus, Ohio. What is it? It's currently 74 degrees. I am up here at beautiful Alum Creek Lake, doing a little bit of crappie fishing and smoking this wonderful cigar. And just trying to enjoy my day, you know what I mean? Take a look at the backdrop while I'm getting attacked by bees and from the other direction that you can't see on the camera. You know, I got one keeper crappie so far, a couple of bites, one that I had to throw back. So, you know, not a bad day. You know, it's first time out for some fall fishing. The weather's been funky here. It was 90 degrees. Last week we had like 2 weeks where it was 90 degrees or high 80s, 90s. You know, so it screwed everything up. You know, so now the temperature's starting to drop. Normally by now the fish will be hitting a lot more than they are, but I'm just out here checking them out. I'm in a spot that I don't usually fish. I fished it a couple of times, had some bites. I've seen people fish over here for years, so I figured, you know, I'd come out here today and give it a try. But yeah, man, I'm smoking this aging room Quattro, Connecticut. Construction-wise, construction has been excellent. It's holding ash great. It hasn't ran, no rips, no tears, no tunneling, none of that stuff. It's just been a smooth smoke so far. It pulls very easily. See, nice smoky draw, so you don't have to hit it too hard. It's really an enjoyable cigar. It's my first aging room cigar. You know, and I wanted to give it a try. I won a giveaway from Aging Room on Instagram a couple of months ago. It might have been, I don't know if it was Father's Day or when it actually was. I hadn't smoked one of their cigars yet. I won this awesome bag. You know, it's a book bag. It's got the compartments on the side. It's got a compartment up here that's got my Herfador inside of it. Then there's another larger compartment, you know, on the second part, and then the big compartment here actually has a, you can't really see it. It's got a pocket for a laptop. It's got another big pocket like that. It's a great bag. You know, I wanted to give them props. You know, they sent this to me on a free giveaway. So I was a fan of the company because of that. It's the first time that I've won something, and I really wanted to try one of their cigars. So yesterday I picked this baby up for $9.99 from Cigar here in Columbus, Ohio. And I'm out here smoking it today. And getting attacked by bees as we speak. But I'm not moving. They can go on somewhere. So what they had to say about this cigar: smooth Ecuadorian Connecticut wrapper melds perfectly into a Dominican binder and long fillers to bring you a lusciously creamy profile featuring notes of roasted nuts and natural sweetness. A luscious, you know, luscious like a nice big booty. Luscious creamy profile featuring notes of roasted nuts and natural sweetness. So it does have a little bit of an earthy taste to it, a sweet earthy taste. So I say they're flat on with that. Connecticut wrappers usually are, you know, give you a creamier taste. And it definitely has a taste of roasted nuts. you know, almost like a, kind of like an almond pecan type of taste to it. Gotta reset my line, man. I don't want to be out here getting crossed. Oh! One of these little ass, there's a bunch of little ass bass and bluegill right here at the shoreline. Little. Try to snatch my minnow right as I was at the edge. Who knows, if I end up catching one of those bluegill by accident, I'll cut him up and throw him out there for catfish bait. He hit my minnow pretty hard just now, so I probably need to throw another one. Throw another one on there. Yeah, this sucker's dead. But yeah, man, for $10, man, this is an excellent smoke. Excellent smoke. Something that I can see myself smoking again for sure. It'll definitely be something that's on my list. Holds ash well. Has a nice draw to it, and that's my type of cigar. Now, if you're curious what I'm out here doing fishing. So, I'm fishing a slip bobber setup. So I've got my bobber that slides up and down. There's a little ball that you put on there before that. And there's a bobber stop, which I'll show you in a minute, that you cannot see that's on my line because I'm fishing about 10 feet deep, so it's real way up into my line. You know, I got my sinkers on there. I put 2 on there because it was a little windy earlier. 1 wasn't enough. And, you know, I got my minnow number 26 crappie hook. So my dad always called on me, like, go to R&R bait store in Columbus, Ohio, and get you some number 26 crappie hooks. So I'm back out there where I want to be. Pick my cigar back up. Give it a couple of hits. Think about this luscious, creamy profile. You know, get you a nice little thickie with a nice little booty. Luscious, yes. And enjoy your cigar. Oh man, but yeah, man, definitely a good quality smoke, man. Just have to take a look at what was going on out here. This spot is weird, man. Like, so I fished over here before, and there's crappie this time of year. There's yellow perch. With the most of the yellow perch at Allen Creek are so small, it's hard to hook them. And if you do, I mean, the biggest one I've probably caught in the last 10 years might have been 6 inches, maybe 7 inches. They don't get very big up here. In the past, back in the late 90s, early 2000s, I might have caught a couple that were close to a foot, about 10 inches, but it seems like they're much smaller. I'm sure there's some bigger ones lurking around, but I don't ever come across them. But the side of the water I'm fishing is, there's this like there's this little tunnel thing that's next to me that feeds water in here, so when the water's high enough, the fish can swim in and out of here. The furthest out, I've got a little fish depth finder. The furthest out I've been able to cast in this little spot is like 10 to 12 feet. Where I'm fishing at is probably close to 8 to 10. You know, I figure with the smaller fish that you find over here, I figure this would probably be a good spot to fish when the crappie are spawning. But there's been a lot of smaller crappie. Like most of what I caught here was 6 to 8 inches over the last 2 years. I fished over here a couple of times. A couple of bullhead catfish over here, small ones, and the yellow perch. You know, I've seen bass swimming around. I haven't hooked one over here yet. I haven't seen one of substantial size over here yet either. but I'm sure there's a few in here, because Allen Creek is a great smallmouth bass lake, if you didn't know. Maybe if I threw something on the bottom, I'm sure there's a few saugeye lurking around here. But yeah, I'm just enjoying this spot, trying to learn it a little bit more, figure out where the fish are, what depth they're at. Usually what I do with my slip bobbers is I'm out fishing 2 lines. I start fishing one, you know, shallow, depending on where I'm at, you know, somewhere between 2 and 4 feet. And the other one, you know, I might fish 6 to 8. You know, if I'm in a deeper spot, my depths might be deeper for the one that I go deeper with. And then I just work them, you know, closer together. And once I start to catch fish, then I figure out what depth they're at, set them both right around that depth, and dig in, you know. It's pretty much high noon right now, you know, so the bite traditionally, you know, during this time is going to be a little bit slower, and that seems to be the case. I found a nice little hole though where I keep getting bites, which is where I caught the 2 fish that I caught, and I had a couple get off on me. Yeah, man, so you know, that's what it is. I just want to come on here and give some props to Aging Room Cigars for the bag and this great smoke that I'm having. And I'm going to sit out here, enjoy my fishing, try to catch a little more fish for a couple of hours. I'll probably stay out here for about 2 more hours. You know, maybe by the time I'm done, I'll have 4 or 5 keepers in the hole. I don't know. We'll see how this bite goes. If it picks back up a little bit. Kind of go from there. I like to do night fishing this time of year. So I might come out here one night on the marina docks and make a video. You know, I usually have great success. If you know how to fish those docks, great success. Saugeye, catfish, white bass, but mostly crappie. Catch a few smallmouth here and there when I'm over there as well. But appreciate you checking out my videos. Hit me up on Instagram, Twitter, @whateverman. That's WHATEVA man. I'm sorry, WHATEVA_man. Feel free to hit me up with a message on there. Like my videos, dislike my videos if you don't like it. Comment, share, subscribe if you're not subscribed. I'd appreciate that. And I'll holla.